Hey everybody, welcome back to Firewood in the Field. My name's Matt and I appreciate you being here today. It's about 4:30 p.m. so I'm out here after I'm done with my real job trying to get a little work done in the wood yard. So you may see this area behind me. This was where all those large oak rounds and hackberry and just all the mess was. So what I want to do today is I got a little dead tree standing back here, and someone told me it was an American elm. I think it might be a box elder. It's not good firewood, and I've got a lot. I mean, all wood does burn, and I put a lot of box elder and maple in my roadside stand for campfire wood. So I'm not going to be, too big of a wood snob. But this particular tree, I really don't want. I don't have a place to put it, and I actually have a customer that just wants a load of bonfire wood. So I'm going to cut this up into manageable sizes and just let him come take it. So I'll turn the camera around real quick and show you what the plan is. This one obviously is all the way dead. Not that big of a tree. I actually might just try to push it over with my tractor, to be honest, before I even get my saw fired up. I've just got to move some of my empty totes out of the way. Like I said, this winter, whenever the poison ivy is down and the bugs and snakes are down, I'm going to clear out the rest of this path here. But today's job is just to remove this. Second thought, that's a pretty dumb idea. It'd be really easy just to cut this down. And even if I was able to push it over with the tractor, which I think if I go max throttle, take my forks off, raise the boom up a little bit higher, low gear, step on the lock, I bet I could push that thing over, but pieces are falling off. There's no big widowmakers branches right above it. But still, I don't feel like beating my tractor up and having a bunch of dents in the hood and everything else, or scratches. It's plastic hood, so I don't even know if I can fix it if I put a dent in it, if it will even dent. So anyway, bad idea in this case, bad example. I'm gonna get the saw and do this right. Okay, I'm out here with my saw, and today, I don't know if I've used this saw on the channel. This is my old trusty Old Faithful MS290. I know I brag on my old weird quirky Echo saws all the time, and I like them, but this was the first real saw I ever got. It's probably coming up on 20 years old, and I take good care of it. It's a newer bar. I'm not sure about this chain. It has got some wear and use on it. 20-inch bar, MS290. Farm Boss was the sticker that they had on it. So yeah, it's been a good trouble-free saw. It's bone stock, done nothing to it other than, regular maintenance. I'm going to use this just to drop it, and then I'll get the tractor in and clean it up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of it cut up. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it as it lays. I don't think I'm gonna even bother getting the tractor underneath it. It's not that big of a tree. I'm not worried. I'm not measuring for firewood lengths here. So this is just gonna be bulk bonfire wood for a customer. He actually prefers it a little bit longer. So we get the saw going and get it cut up. All right, that went off without a hitch. Not exactly a challenging tree to cut up. It is a box elder, and it's not bad firewood per se. I'm just really partial to oak, even though, well, you know, employee of the month here at Ohio Wood Burner, and I'm an oak fan, so that may cause some issues at work, but normally he doesn't mind. Let me turn the camera around, show you the little stump. All right, friends, well, here we are. Not that big of a tree. Had been dead for a while. I am not a official professional stump cutter-upperer, but it got it low enough. I think I drive the lawnmower over that without much fuss. But it's a 20-inch bar, and you can see it. So this at the ground, at the most 18 inches, probably 16 inches. If you excuse the sinuses. Okay, now it's time for the cleanup. I really like my carry-all for doing firewood. Don't have to worry about having a place to put the saw or anything. You just set it in there. Maybe not let the gas be quite so close to it. Oh, I'm actually going to go get, before I clean up the brush, I'm going to bring a tote over here and throw as much of this cut pieces into it as I can. I always should clean myself up before I come back to the camera, but lucky none of y'all care too much about what I look like. At least I don't think you do. But if you're watching, I really appreciate it. This is Matt with Firewood in the Field. Please consider hit that like and subscribe button if you would. It helps the channel out. Before I wrap up for today, let me show you the other log that I plan on selling on the same bundle with this tote full of firewood here for the person that wants just for a bonfire event. All right, here's a better look at the tote. That's all the big parts of that little tree I just took down, along with about half the tote is full of cypress. So just another good bonfire wood. Burns hot and quick, lots of sparks and cracks. So this is a tote I've not cut up. It's full and complete, and he wanted one for just holding firewood at his property. So he's gonna get that whole tote full of the cypress I already split up, the little tree I just took down, and then I'm gonna walk over yonder. All right, in this little pile of tree service wood, which is mostly oak and maple, I've got one log right there, a Brad Repair. This is the skinny end. It's, I don't know, that's my hand spread across, so it's a foot across. And then it goes underneath, that's the same log, goes to right there underneath that little piece of oak there. I think that's a real fair deal. The metal cage, which I usually can sell those for 30 a piece, that one's got a little damage, and he knows that, so he's getting it cheap. Full of wood that I don't really want, and then I'm going to cut up a log I don't really want. So it keeps the customer happy, keeps him coming back, and helps me get rid of some logs and wood that otherwise I just have to have in my burn pile. Well, it's just too nice out here to stop and go in and clean up. But while I've still got a saw that's got dirt on it and still got gas in it, and it's still warm to the touch, I think I'm going to go ahead and fish that log out. I got just enough daylight. I'm gonna fish that log out and just cut it up. It's only going to be 4 cuts, maybe, at the most. And I think I don't like to put saws away with gas in them. So be a good excuse to run it a little more. But for now, let me quit talking. I'm losing daylight. Let me fish this log out of the pile. Disclaimer, I usually don't cut hanging from that hook, but I figured I'm almost out of daylight, it's only a couple cuts. What can go wrong? Be careful. I'm not going to get underneath the weight whatsoever. I'm not going to get under the hooks. I'm just going to cut a couple pieces off the sidewalks in here. I'm going to set it down. That side of the log is covered with dirt. If I put my saw in there right now, I'd just dull it out with dirt everywhere. Let me set it down and brush it off. Right, now to get these either on that tote or at least close to it, and send them a picture, let them know that his bulk tote of bonfire wood is ready to go. All right, everybody, it's going to be a wrap for tonight. Just want to show you how it all ended up, the little bulk tote for bonfire wood. Let me try to get my head out of the picture. So you can see we got a tote packed over full and got a handful of rounds laying here on the ground. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's another one up on there. So I think this customer will be very happy with this. Get a helicopter. I don't know if you can see that. But this was a win-win. I needed to clean up the yard. I needed to cut up that box elder tree. I had some firewood I don't want, and this is a tote that I could actually spare with. So, like I said before, it's a win-win. It's bulk firewood cheap for a customer, and I get rid of some wood that I actually don't want. So, this is Matt with Firewood in the Field. Thanks for watching. Please consider to hit that like and subscribe button if you would. See you next time.